bought these hoes for the street. I put it in her nose, it's gonna make her pussy leak. Pussy niggas told ain't gonna wake up at these feet.
What you know about this?
But you can hear them niggas scream.
All my hoes be sold, nigga, all my hoes do coke. 20 karat rings in the face down the throat.
If I lose a carrot,
What's up, you what you tying your shoe?
I know she gon' swallow, she'll go. Big bad nigga.
Nah, I was checking the text.
Got shooters in the corner like a Pac-Man.
They cool right there when we move.
And the models was the same. Ball like I won a championship game. How many chips you won?
How many chips I done won?
We're gonna talk about that. I hope you ready. We're gonna talk about
exactly the number, but shit.
Look at it, look at it. You know this gonna be a good night. Look at a star on the TV. A star on the stage, couple stars. Hey, it's almost like the triangle offense. Time to take them to the triage. Green Light City, baby.
Green light. What's up, Ray Murray?
Yeah. Man, we should have probably put on the champion song as the introduction.
You talking about that We Are the Champions?
Yeah.
Queen.
Shout out to Queen.
Shout out to Queen.
We might need to sample you. We need to talk.
You own it, baby. You own it.
Cut the deck. With that being said, listen, man, let's go back to what we just said.
What's that?
Championship talk. Now, let's think about the game quickly, and I want this to be a rapid exchange throughout the whole movie.
Okay.
A lot of people, you could just tell, man, you got that loser's mentality. When you look at the championships you've won versus those that's been alive since you've been alive, where you think you rank at amongst the most championships, no matter the level?
Number one, top. It ain't even close.
And already got controversy.
It ain't even close, man. I had to call IU to see how many total victories they got, but other than that, bro, ain't nothing happening in this state. Nothing happening. It ain't even close. Like a heavyweight champion that won't retire, just keeps on adding on and on. Like LeBron and shit right now, man. He just keep on playing. It's like, who gonna ever catch that record?
Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, with confidence like that, you're gonna win more than you lose. Have you lost a lot? Because from far as I remember, last time I seen you on the court, you took a loss. And now
Last time you played against...
What happened? What happened?
You came in there with a damn cape on. Shit.
What happened?
Y'all cheated.
No.
Yeah,
See, I want you
it wasn't
to know,
you, though.
I want you to the part where...
My buddy James Lomax,
See,
you know what he did. Had them young boys.
Shout out to Lomax.
James Lomax, my guy, Tech Titan.
9-0 posse.
Two 20-something-year-olds on your team. We outdoors, and I brought a 40 and over team. Then he said, Big C, they ain't gonna play. They ain't gonna play. Next thing you know, he put on the court. He said, this is my tournament. He said, this is my tournament.
Hey, what you don't know is I had came up here in all white, fresh in the bitch. I had came to watch.
Oh yeah.
I showed up at halftime on purpose, knowing that it might be stalking, want me to come out the crowd, but I just knew I had no intentions of doing. I was baby powder fresh. This is a true story. So I see the end of the second quarter's ended.
They losing like a mug.
They losing by 20, 18 or 20. Moping. It's going wrong at that moment. But I'm over there shooting on the side, trying to hide the sky.
I didn't even see you because
what I'm saying?
I was in the game. I never.
So at halftime, I'm thinking, okay, it's safe to come on over there. So I go over there to shake heads, and I see heads is down, and I see like, damn. But I did not see like, hey, I want to. Lomax looked at me and said, hey man, you know all the things since you was a kid, I was rooting for you, me and Juan.
He put the guilt trip on you, get you on the court.
So then and then somebody say, there's no more jerseys.
He made somebody take his jersey off. I already know. He probably took his own.
He pointed at the closest one.
I wish I'd have known. I was hoping they would have said no.
I was hoping they would have said no. They said yeah. What happened from there, Big C? I wasn't here for you.
Shit, the whole game changed. He put you and them two young boys in there, and that young boy got up on the top and just running back and forth and shit. Like I said, I had a 40 and over team out there, and y'all had a couple of young guns that could run all day. Who was it? Petey. It was Trey Nick's son, and then I can't remember the other young boy. I don't know who the other young boy was, but he was 20, fresh 20 something.
We're not gonna see.
I make a big difference outdoors, baby.
What I heard, I could go into what I heard, but I don't even want to talk about me.
What'd you hear? Tell me what you heard.
I heard by the time the game was over, the news was at the gas station that somebody came out the crowd and Big C and them. But listen, Andre Owens, I heard he took a couple championships from you. He say he got his claim. He only
got one tournament championship in the 40 and over. You know, when he came in there, he said he was going to take it over. Took him 6, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 seasons before he won a tournament.
Jordan in '89.
Yeah,
almost.
Jordan didn't come in and say he was just going to take it over. Andre thought it was going to be easy. Thought he was going to come in there and say these old heads, he going to come in there. But now he did his thing, don't get me wrong. He scores his points. You know, ain't nobody just stopping him like that. But he ain't win no chips.
Back to the championship talk. So when did you first find out you was, because normally that championship feeling is in you. You know, we met you when we met you. We heard about you when we heard about you. You continued legacies when you continued them, and helped a lot of people create phenomenal memories through the way you orchestrated the different tournaments and whatnot. But when did you first know? It had to be young. How young was it?
I was probably in my, I was late teens, 18, 19.
Was you born with that confidence?
Not when it comes to basketball. I've never.
I'm saying just you as a personality, you as a spirit. Did you come like, here I am, and it's gonna be hell to pay, and I ain't gonna shut my mouth about?
Nah, I'll be honest with you, Josh. I ain't never had that type of confidence. Like,
nah, you be talking a lot of shit.
That's only when people talk. That's when people talk. I talk. I'm gonna out talk you.
Well, there it goes. See,
but I don't walk in saying, "Oh, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna do this." I don't care if I'm playing the worst team. I don't go in there and say, "Oh, I'm gonna win. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." But if they say something, oh shit, I'm gonna.
So
light
basically,
their ass
you
up.
don't even know what low self-esteem is because you never had it. I just discovered that because what you got to shit. Cut the deck. Was that Big John? Was Big John? Did you see Big John at his best?
I seen him just come in and snapped in on us.
What's your spirituality like? Let's go somewhere deeper real quick.
I'm a Christian.
What's your beliefs? And the short version.
The short version?
Shout out to God. Shout out to God one time. You hear me?
I believe that God and Jehovah are two different entities. I don't think they're the same. Some people think they're one. I don't think they're one. I think he's the Father and that's the Son. And I do believe that he came to give us a chance at eternal life, a perfect life for a perfect life. It's only two perfect people that walk the earth, and that would be Adam and two perfect men, Adam, Jesus Christ.
When did Adam become
Adam was perfect
that
before.
Nigga bit
No,
the
Adam
apple.
was perfect.
Hold on.
He didn't bite the apple when he first got here.
Well, that's what you got to preface.
I said,
Adam.
hold on.
When he first.
You got to listen to my words. I said two perfect men to walk the earth. So when he walked the earth,
toddler?
No, he was perfect when he walked the earth. He was a man. He wasn't ever a toddler. Adam wasn't.
How was he?
I don't know.
Well, nigga, tell me I ain't God's son, nigga, mama a virgin. You heard Tupac. How you know I wasn't perfect when I was born for a hot second? How you know you wasn't? What's your first memory?
Because you were born
What's your
with sin.
first memory?
You were born with
What's
sin.
your first memory on earth?
Nashville, Tennessee.
At what age?
Before I was 10, maybe 8, 9, something like that.
You never know. It could have been perfection coming through heaven gates. Why couldn't it have been?
Wasn't me.
We got tainted when we got to this earth because of the parents and what they was taught. Now they put the environment and the government playing, everybody manipulating the new perfection to come through. You might have had a touch of perfection in you. And as a champion, you've managed to want to hold on to that fight more than others.
I appreciate the kudos and all that, but no perfection. Just the skill set.
It's a game-winning shot of perfection in the moment, in the present. Remember when they used to say present? In the present, not in the past or the future. All around time. Now,
if you was perfect, you wouldn't need a game-winning shot.
Why wouldn't you?
Because everything else would have been perfect before that, and you wouldn't need a game winning
But then
shot.
it would have got boring.
I ain't never bored with winning.
But that's because it's the competition. If you was perfect, you would have knew that you didn't need it.
Yeah. I mean, losing definitely refuels me.
What's the biggest loss you've ever took in your life that you can share with the audience?
The biggest loss, you mean in basketball?
I mean,
you mean
in your
period?
heart. Cut the deck.
My first biggest loss would be my grandmother. That's the first thing.
Shout out to Granny.
First thing that shook me to the core. First thing that broke me down as a man.
Did that touch your heart somewhere? Shout out to Granny.
Yeah. And then the second thing would be.
Was that Granny calling?
The second thing would be my big sister. My big sister Diane. So.
She passed?
Yes.
When was that?
About 5 years ago.
Shout out to Diane. Do you still
Appreciate it.
Do you still feel her with you?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I was her favorite. You know,
Yeah.
I tell all my brothers and sisters that I was a favorite. So you know.
That eternal feeling. Even when she gone, you still able to feel like the parts that she was with you with is still here.
Yeah, no doubt. And then you know her kids, grandkids, all that. So yeah.
Shout out to Diana. With that being said, what was your greatest victory on the basketball court? Who was talking that shit and you was like, you know what? It's time to show you put a foot in your mouth tonight.
It's been a lot of them, but
Start calling names. Give me 5 of them.
I say the first one that I.
This is what they been waiting on.
The first first true compliment on the court when I dunked on Tim Oliver and Mark Rogers over in the girls' gym at Tech.
What did it look like? Was you here?
No, I ran off one.
You were here?
Off one. Yeah, I was there. Yeah, back then I only really jumped off one to dunk.
So you had hops. Was you taking flight?
I could jump pretty high, but I never considered myself having hops, but I could jump. I could go off. I mean, it wasn't until I got in a motorcycle accident that cut the back of my leg that I started going off on 2 because I couldn't run and jump because it was stretched. And I started like, damn, so this is what everybody been doing all this time. But before that, it was just off one.
You was going Barkley?
Yeah,
Was it Barkley?
Tim Oliver.
Tim Oliver.
And Mark Rogers, varsity players at Tech. Varsity starters.
Shout out to the poster childs.
Might turn that thing off.
It look like we got our own ad-libs. You gotta
no
let
doubt.
it keep rolling. This is where it
Excuse me.
flows best. Now, I had the opportunity, I ran up on Mike one day. You want to talk about hooping, right?
Who, my nephew Mike Hill?
No, Mike Jordan.
Mike Jordan. No, okay.
Motherfucking dad.
The Mike.
Who's the coldest motherfucker you've ever run up on where you was like, oh, shit.
That I played against?
That you ran up on out there and then you just, hey, there it was.
Player that I just felt like you just could not stop and the shit was easy for
Had you dazzled, you was like, oh.
Gerald Lewis.
Gerald Lewis.
Man,
The super
he just
scintillating legend.
made it look so easy. The best.
He said he was dunking on 7-footers, stretching out.
Some of the best footwork, body control, just Gerald. I mean, the dude gave us 40-some points, all 2-pointers. And the dude was 20 for 22. I still remember JTV Hill Center, 20 for 22.
20 for 22.
20 for 22.
You know, I heard Baxter went
20 for
15 for
22.
15. Young man.
DB, I believe
think
it. That don't surprise me. I wasn't there to.
Who could do something with DB? Cut the deck.
DB.
Could AO do something with DB?
AO ain't gonna stop DB, no.
Who you pick?
But would he score?
Who you picking at the park? We didn't got to something deeper now.
Yeah,
I'm finding it. You got a Rubik's Cube.
That is a tough one.
This is what they want
At the park, I'm going with DB. Indoor, I'm gonna say Andre gonna outscore indoor. That's just my gut. Because of his range, because Andre's gonna score a variety. He's gonna, with his range and stuff. But outdoors in that park.
Are you worried about messing up relationships, sir? I
don't care nothing about that.
Because 15 for 15 is 15 for 15.
Ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing.
Ain't nobody even asked you about indoor. Like, what was this?
You said at the park.
At the park.
I said at the park. That's who I would take. But indoor, I would take.
Okay, so
him.
who you going? You at the park? You going Teague or DB? Jeff.
I swear, when you ask me, I've never seen Jeff play outdoors.
But you are a aficionado. You can use your mind and calibrate real quick.
Jeff Teague. I'll go with Jeff Teague.
Are you going with Jeff Teague over everybody?
No, I didn't say that, but I'm going with Jeff Teague over.
Who's the greatest point guard to ever come from Indiana? They said it.
Oscar Robinson.
I talked to Teague. He might have felt like he had Oscar beat.
Ain't no
Said
damn.
Oscar couldn't come in like
He ain't
this.
said nothing like that. Man.
All my life it was
Teague
a
said that?
conversation. I can't put it completely on him, but it was skewed
Something
that he
along
had an
that.
argument. Did he?
I mean, I don't know if anybody really seen Oscar dunk, but I would suppose he could.
Green Light City, we coming right back. We still pondering.